Welcome back everyone to Showbiz India, and today it is my pleasure to welcome the very beautiful Priyanka Chopra once again. It's great to see you.
It's good to be back.
Priyanka, Bandra to Beverly Hills to Baywatch.
Bandra to Beverly Hills, I love that.
Baywatch.
I'm actually a Juhu girl. Let's just say.
Okay. So Bombay to Beverly Hills to Baywatch. That's better.
That's better, yeah.
That journey must have been amazing. Tell me about it.
Look, the way I see it, I'm an actor and I go where my work takes me. Hindi and English are both my first languages. Whether it's in my Hindi films or whether it's in the work that I do in America, my soul, the one thing that I look for is breakout parts. I look for empowered parts for female characters. I look for, whether it's a small part or a big part in a film, it doesn't matter. Like when I did Kamine, I was 8 scenes in the movie. It doesn't matter, as long as you get to play empowered, fun characters, you push yourself as an artist. And that's what I've been trying to do. So the journey has been fulfilling. It's been a little difficult, turbulent, tumultuous, lots of questions and queries, dekhenge, whatever. But we're here.
And speaking about breakout parts, early in your Bollywood career, you did Etraz, which was a negative role.
Yeah.
And
this was 2005 or something.
Early on, right? And you were very much appreciated for that role.
Yeah, I won a Filmfare for it.
Exactly. So now your first Hollywood movie, also you're the villain.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, see, Baywatch it's a comedy. It's not a serious villain. It's, James Bond movies, how the Bond villains are. Or she's like ostentatious and larger than life and a little absurd, but fabulous at the same time. She likes to wear couture on a beach. She's crazy. And it's so much fun to play such a completely mad character. And especially after Quantico, I wanted people who don't know me in America, or an audience that will watch Baywatch who didn't know me, to see me as something different as well, as an actor, I need to keep doing different things. So after playing such a national hero in Quantico, it was fun to play the national heroine.
And the femme fatale.
Yeah.
You play the femme fatale so easily. I wonder, be honest, are you a little bit of that diva femme fatale in real life?
No, I'm actually not. And that's why I enjoy playing it so much. Because I'm a very track pants and t-shirt kind of girl.
Really?
And if you see my hair in a top knot like this, it means I didn't have the effort of blow drying it.
Well, so it looks great.
But I'm that person. I'm very lazy when it comes to taking care of like glam and things like that. I know what I don't like wearing, so I put on what I feel. I'm very not diva-esque like that. Though I like, I've worked very hard to be able to afford the lifestyle that I live, and that's my only indulgence. Like I like nice cars, I like nice houses.
What's your favorite car?
My car, I have a custom Rolls Royce.
Oh, very, very nice. But I really have to say I love your sense of style. Out of many of your looks that I've loved, I think recently I saw you at the Met Gala.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, she looks sizzling hot in a trench coat. Like, wow, who does that, And
I was actually very nervous about it when the initial suggestion came to wear a trench dress, because I was like, this can go completely wrong. Because, okay, we all know that the Met Gala is not a place where you just wear a pretty dress. That's not the Met Gala. For that, you have the other red carpets that we go to. The Met Gala is to push yourself, and for designers to push themselves with their fashion sensibilities. And so when my stylist, who's Christina, who I love, has such a great accused sense of fashion, she knew that I wanted to make a rebellious choice. That was my own. I was supposed to go last year, I didn't, because I wasn't sure about what I should do. But I wanted to make I wanted to have a point of view if I go to the Met Gala. And Ralph Lauren loved the idea of that, and they came up with doing this trench coat because trenches are what they do. It's their custom. It's what they're known for. And it was 20 feet long, extremely heavy. I needed 3 assistants to carry the train. I couldn't sit in a car. I came in a minibus. But that's what happens at the Met Gala. Like it's the things you do for the moment. As soon as the carpet was over, I took off my train in the hallway. I didn't even wait to go to a bathroom. I took it off and I wrapped it up in a potli and I gave it to this girl called Zara from Vogue. I don't know where it is. That train has disappeared. It's the mystery of the train.
Well, you made many headlines with it, so it's all good. It did its job.
Yeah, it was a really funny. I was just like, Nikalo, take it off.
Well, coming back to Baywatch, tell me the first time you met The Rock. What was that like?
I met Dwayne before, like I met him for the first time when we were doing a table read for Baywatch, but I'd spoken to him on the phone a bunch of times. We have the same agency. We'd met on carpets before, so I knew him, and he has always been so incredibly encouraging of my career here. Like, just he'll see a cover of mine or an interview and he'll call and be like, you know, that's so cool, I'm so proud of that. Like, you know, he'll see a video I've put up and he'll be like, you know, that's the right move, I'm so glad you're doing this. Like, film choices. He's just, it's so nice to have someone who's so encouraging when you, especially when you come to a different country altogether.
Sure.
And for me, the journey has been very solitary. Like, I didn't have a path I was following. I sort of was, you know, hit and run, you know, just figuring it out on my own.
You're the trailblazer.
Yeah, in a way. But that happened to me in Bollywood as well. When I first joined, I didn't have, you know, a godfather in the industry. I didn't have anyone telling me what to do. And Hindi movies, you somehow, like, you know, if you're related to someone, life is easier.
Absolutely.
I didn't have that.
Yeah.
So both times it's been sort of similar for me. I was not afraid in America because I had such immense experience coming out of Hindi films. I can walk onto any set anywhere in the world and I know my job. I'm confident. You know, I feel confident if I'm on any carpet, anyone doing interviews with me, because I've had such crazy, incredible experiences, and you know, which has taught me to do what I do.
Absolutely, and you've been to the biggest award shows in the world,
Yeah.
the most coveted award shows, and you've hosted. Do you get any jitters at all during that time?
I presented.
Yeah, presented. Sorry.
Yes. I mean, you've been on so many stage shows to present an award. I don't get nervous about
Public speaking.
not at all. I'm extremely opinionated and I have a point of view and I'm very good with lines and knowing my lines. And I'm a professional. So I know how to hit my mark and say my lines and give away an award. I don't get nervous with all of that. I've been doing it for too long. I was 17 when I was Miss World, you know.
Right.
That's like a giant world stage. But what does make me nervous is tripping on my dress. I'm a major klutz, you don't understand. My dad used to call me Banderella instead of Cinderella because he said you're a bandar. Because I'm always falling and tripping. And all my dresses have these crazy trains. That makes me nervous all the time. Ki abhi main giri, I'll be on this gorgeous carpet and I'm going to take a spill and go falling, and that makes me nervous.
But that's never happened, and never.
Touch wood, I hope it doesn't
and
either.
It never is going to happen. Exactly.
I'll just sit on the floor and laugh if it does. I'm telling you, I'm that person. I'll sit down and say, kya karoon abhi? Gir
The
gayi.
miscongeniality.
Gir gayi.
I know.
It happened. What do you do?
That's hilarious. So you also shot Dostana in Miami.
Yes, I did.
Any reminiscing times when you were there again?
I love Miami, and I remember that a lot of the crew that had worked with us on Dostana, like a lot of them had come back for Baywatch.
Really?
Yeah, and they were like, you remember we shot with you know, Tarun. They remembered Tarun. They remembered Yash Raj, and it was just really fun to meet them. And I remember once I had finished Dostana shooting in the evening, and I was not shooting till the next afternoon, and I went to the beach and like I was in the sun and in my bathing suit, and this is during Dostana, okay, and I tanned so much that my face didn't match the scene that I was doing the day before.
Oh, no.
That was the first time I learned from a director that you can't change, you know, your skin tone in the middle of a scene. I got yelled at by Tarun so much. He said, "Oh, what am I supposed to do? You look like a different person. You're in the middle of continuity." So I kept thinking that when I was shooting Baywatch. I was like, I better stand under an umbrella because I'm in a continuity. But that was the one thing I kept remembering. There were a lot of memories. I love Miami.
How did Alex Parrish change your life?
She introduced me to a lot more of the world than knew me, I guess. A different audience completely. I loved she was my first, I guess, international achievement as an actor. And the fact that, you know, the show went to almost 60 plus countries in our first season was just such an amazing testament to the reach of Hindi cinema. Like the kind of countries where there was such a curiosity about my character Alex or Quantico because of the work that they'd seen me in, like France or like Europe or Southeast Asia. It was such an amazing thing to witness. That, oh wow, these are people who knew me from my Hindi films, and now it's translating onto, you know, the work that I'm doing internationally, and for people who saw me in Quantico for the first time, you know, checking Netflix to see my Hindi films. It was such an amazing cultural sort of exchange that was happening, which is so important in the world right now. I mean, you're an Indian who's lived in America for such a long time, and there's so many people who, like, we are 1/5 of the world's population, and that kind of representation is required in global entertainment, I feel. And it was just really cool to see people telling me that, and seeing people saying that to me, and getting interested in Bollywood outside of us just being a Zumba class, or thinking that we are just people who break out into random song and dance. I hate it. It makes me so angry.
On behalf of all the Indian women and women in general, I'm so proud of you. Every time I see any poster, any cover, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you. Thank you so much.